Good evening, everyone, and welcome my fellow panelists. What I've been given to understand is that this session is on smart cities. Smart city means basically now, since we are at a place where we cannot call any of our cities really smart city, so we should be thinking of creating smart cities. So what I'll request that all panelists who have been requested to talk, they have certainly chosen one subject each, I am sure, and up to the maximum time limit of around 10 minutes, we should try and give our ideas as to what is our idea of a smart city, whether it can be in a particular sector, say transport or administration or whatever service deliveries. So therefore, what should be our idea of it, and what is the way forward where we can, how can we reach there and how can we create our cities? I've heard a lot of things about smart city, but I will give one of the panelists real, credit to sum it up very nicely, that what smart cities should actually mean. So capacity building, the process and the technology aspect. Because what we have discussed here, I suppose most of the panelists have talked about process and technology aspect, which is probably the core theme of this conference. Of course, I also had a small presentation because transportation, and as you have heard, that smart city means mobility and smart transport services. So my presentation is there for everybody to see, so if somebody wants to see. I'll just take 2 minutes as to what we have done and try to make the city transport smarter. We have been doing ticketing for 100 years through the punch ticketing system. So in BAST now we have moved on the electronic ticketing system. That was the first step. Second step is to move from electronic ticketing, which is a thermal printed ticket by a handheld device, to a card kind of a system where you have a loaded card for yourself, so that you just carry the card based on cashless system. Now that also we have introduced. The third important aspect is, as somebody talked, that what public want, you need to look at. Today, people are traveling in Mumbai with different modes of transport. Somebody is traveling, and most of the people actually have to use multiple mode of transport. Because a smart city should ideally have a very smart, connected transport system. Unfortunately, in Mumbai, we don't have that. So your bus stop or your bus station, your railway station, your place of work or your malls, multiplexes, they are not connected. So you have to really, use multiple systems, that you start from a house, go to a closest bus stop, then go to a railway station. Now metro station and monorails will also be coming, but still they are not interconnected. So at least what we have looked into, that at least the ticketing aspect, if it can be integrated. So we have come up with the technology where the card, BST ticket card, can be used on other modes of transport. And I am hopeful that at least with metro and monorail, that integration will come in near future. And the last part, which I personally feel in transport systems, is the information aspect, the passenger information aspect. Today, a place like Mumbai, you don't know when your next bus will be coming. Even railways, even though they run on a dedicated corridor, a slight interruption somewhere, technology-wise or any kind of other interruption, can really put the schedule in haywire. Now, you need to know about the schedule. So for buses, at least, we have now tried to create a system where we are putting up GPS-based systems in the bus and providing that information through a dedicated portal as well as through a mobile technology. So you can actually stand on a stop, send an SMS, and come to know about the buses' arrivals, as to what buses are arriving on this particular bus stop, expected time of arrivals. Later, the next step is, of course, put those display boards on each and every bus stop, which then what we have seen probably across the cities in the world, that you stand on a bus stop, you see your bus, and you just look at the display when the next bus is arriving. So you are not really required to stand at that particular stop and keep waiting for your bus. You actually, if you have 15 minutes, there's a close by bookshop, you can simply enter in the book, buy something, and all those kind of things you can do this. So that's the next step which we have thought of. So e-ticketing, cashless card, and the PIS, they have been already introduced in the BEST. And As the system move onwards, this escalation of all these system, of course, ticketing and card system is already operational on all the buses. The PIS part still not operational on all the buses, which is likely to come in future. With that, I'll finish my part of information regarding smart cities. But what we have heard today, that various aspects of smart cities has been discussed by different panelists. Now I think there's still, of course, the dinner time is already overshot by half an hour. But if some quick questions, maybe for another 5-10 minutes, it's already 8:05. So 10 minutes, maybe 3 or 4 questions, and somebody wants to take up, please feel free to ask those questions and address to a specific panelist. That will be better. Thank you.